What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my sports picks video, NFL edition. It is Saturday night, November the 28th. Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome Saturday. I took a few days off for Thanksgiving break, so I apologize for those that were waiting for the college football Saturday video that never came. But you guys know I will never miss an NFL video. So hopefully you guys all had a great Thanksgiving, spent some time with some family, ate some good food, watched some good football and basketball. A lot of action each and every day with college basketball now in the mix. Tons of games every single day, along with college football and of course the NFL. So a ton of action every day. Like I said, it's a great time to be a sports fan. Aside from all the COVID mess that's going on right now, it is just ridiculous. This virus is just out of control, unfortunately. Hopefully it will be gone one day soon. Vaccines are on the way. But anyways, let's get into the NFL action. So for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. What I like to do with the NFL, it's my favorite sport to do teasers with. So what I like to do is I like to give you guys a bunch of different teaser options, and my fun way of doing that is I throw in what's called a long shot teaser. It's a long shot bet that I throw in. I don't necessarily recommend you throw it in. What I do recommend is you pluck out your favorites and do a smaller 2, maybe 3 team teaser, because that is the best way to do teasers in the NFL or in any sports. It's to do a 2 team, maybe a 3 team teaser if there's 3 that you really like. So I give you guys a bunch of different options. What you do with it is up to you. If you want to throw in the long shot with me, go right ahead. I definitely do it myself. Along with, I always throw in a bunch of 2 and 3 team teasers as well. The long shot's what I hope to hit. But the 2 and 3 team teasers are what I expect to hit. So that's the difference. So that's what I like to do with the NFL. And for those of you that don't like to do teasers, I do have a straight bet towards the end of the video. If you have been checking the website, I gave out back-to-back winners this weekend. On Friday, we had Colorado in college basketball. They covered the spread. And today on Saturday in college football, we had Colorado again. We had Colorado back-to-back days, but one in football, one in basketball. Colorado in football covered the spread today as well against San Diego State. So back-to-back winners posted on the website. So check the website daily for your free play. I'll get to the website in just a little bit. So let's go ahead and jump right into the NFL. So like we always do, we'll go ahead and recap what we did last week with our long shot teaser, get into this week's, and then we will be on our way. So last week, another good attempt. I really liked last week's long shot teaser. I thought it was going to hit. But so this is what it was. So we had the Philadelphia Eagles. They did not play well again. Thankfully, they did cover the 9.5 against the Cleveland Browns on the road. I thought that was a game that Philly actually could have won. But Philly is just not a good team. I'm waiting for them to just improve and get better as more and more guys come back from injuries. But I realize I don't know if it's the injuries that are the issue. I think it's Carson Wentz. This guy is just not very good. But anyway, so the Eagles did cover in ugly fashion. We had the Atlanta Falcons plus 10.5. This was very disappointing. The Atlanta Falcons against the Drew Brees-less New Orleans Saints. I thought the Atlanta Falcons would put up a much better fight and maybe even win the game outright. New Orleans really didn't do a whole lot offensively. It was just that defense. That defense was just playing out of their minds. They did not give up anything to Atlanta. I think Atlanta mustered up 3 field goals. With that Atlanta offense, all the weapons that they have, you got to do better than 9 points. So Atlanta did not cover. That was one of our 2 losses. We had the Steelers -3, easy cover there. Bengals and Washington over 40. This was our second and only loss of the day. And I believe if Joe Burrow would not have gotten hurt, I think this would have went over. But it went just under the total there. And then we had the Packers and Colts. That went way over. We had the Kansas City Chiefs just to win. That was a good game again against the Raiders. Raiders they played the Chiefs well. They won the first time around, and the second time around they had their chances to win as well. So Kansas City, hopefully they do not see the Raiders in the playoffs, because that's a tough matchup for them. But the Chiefs ended up winning that game. And then I had the Chiefs Raiders over. That was an easy over. So again, another good attempt. We had 5 out of the 7. But I'm not about good attempts. I'm about hitting this. So if you did pluck out your favorites, you might have hit. But that was our attempt last week. So we'll go ahead and turn that page, move on to this week. So we already have 2 games in the book. We had 2 games on Thursday. We had the Houston Texans beating down the Detroit Lions, and the Lions end up firing their coach and GM. And then we had the Washington football team. If you look at the score, it shows that they blew out Dallas, but that game was really, really close. Dallas could have won that game. It was really 3 boneheaded plays by Dallas and that coaching staff that really cost them the game. And one was an Ezekiel Elliott fumble that gave the ball to Washington and Dallas territory, and then the other 2 were just bad plays by Dallas. One was a 4th and inches, and they throw the ball, and then another was a ridiculous fake punt. All 3 plays ended up giving Washington the ball on Dallas's side of the field, and I think they converted all 3 of those. They definitely converted all 3 into points. I forget how many they turned into touchdowns, but that's pretty much what gave Washington the win. If you look at the final score, it looks like Washington blew them out, but it was much closer than that if you watch the game. But anyways, those were the 2 games we had on Thursday. We should have had a third. Baltimore and the Steelers, that one is moved to Tuesday, maybe. Seems like every day there's more and more players on Baltimore coming down with the virus, so who knows if that game will even get played. I'm not even going to mess with it right now. So that is what we have. So we don't have as many games, but I still have 8 options for you. We'll see if we can make it happen this week. I still like this attempt. We had to double up on a couple games, going with a side and total in the same game. I don't usually like to do that, but we did it this week. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So this is a long shot teaser for week number 12. Starting off with the Raiders and Atlanta Falcons over 46. So I've been going with the Raiders pretty much every single week this season on the over, and they have just been cashing. With the teaser, it's even easier. I think this is no different. I like taking teams that struggled the week before because they tend to want to bounce back. And this Atlanta Falcons offense, as I mentioned last week, they were just stymied by the New Orleans Saints defense. The Las Vegas Raiders do not have a defense like the New Orleans Saints. I expect Atlanta's offense to pick it back up here, especially at home, to score some points. We know the Raiders offense all year long has been really, really good. Great year by Derek Carr this year. I love a lot of points in this game. Raiders, Falcons over 46. New York Giants +1. This is not a great play, to be honest. The New York Giants should not be favored by 6 points against anybody. But this Cincinnati Bengals team, I got to question their motivation in this one. They already had a lot of guys that were kind of disgruntled, not really happy with the way the season has been going. Mainly they're veteran guys that are just sick of losing. And now there's a lot of talk with they were using Joe Burrow. Why are you throwing so many times, throwing 50 times a game? This is your franchise quarterback. You're not having a winning season. Why is he dropping back so many times? You got him hurt, blah, 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 blah. There's not a lot of good things coming out of this Cincinnati Bengals team right now. So I got to question their motivation in this game. They're going with a new starting quarterback for this one. So the New York Giants, this is a team that's fighting. They don't have a good record, but we know they're in the NFC East where anybody can win this division. So I fully expect a New York Giants team coming out of their bye week to be fully ready for this game. I like the Giants to at least find a way to win this game, even though it's on the road. This is the game that they have to win if they want to make the playoffs. They want a chance at winning this division. You got to beat the Bengals that just lost their quarterback. A Bengals team that's not really playing for anything. So this is the Giants game that they need to win, and I think they can do it despite the spread being a little out of whack. Next, we're going with the Cleveland Browns. This is another team that's playing a team with a new starting quarterback. We have the Jaguars going with Mike Glennon. If you guys have seen Mike Glennon play, he is not very good. He is a backup for a reason. I don't think this Jaguars team is trying to win any games. I think they're hoping the Jets win a couple games here down the stretch so they can get Trevor Lawrence. But I don't see any way this Jaguars team, even at home, is going to beat the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns playing well right now. They have an awesome running game. And when you're playing on the road, that's what you want to have. You want to have a good running game. Playing on the road this year isn't really a big a deal as it normally is. But you always want to have a good running game when you're on the road. And the Cleveland Browns will be doing a lot of running. Jacksonville Jaguars, not a great Jaguars defense. And again, this is another team where you got to question their motivation this late in the season. Not only are you not playing for anything, you have the whole COVID thing going on. So there are a lot of teams where you got to question their motivation. Are they really trying to win? I definitely question the Jacksonville Jaguars. You have the Cleveland Browns. They're definitely in the thick of it. They can't afford any losses to bad teams like the Jaguars. I love Cleveland here going into Jacksonville and getting the job done. So in the same game, I'm also going with the over. So I mentioned Jacksonville Jaguars are starting Mike Glennon. He's not a great quarterback, but he is serviceable. He has been in the league for a long time now. Definitely better than Luton that was playing before. This Cleveland Browns defense is not great. Yes, they do have some pass rushers, but if you look at their defensive numbers, they're kind of skewed a little bit because they played some really low-scoring games due to bad weather. But this is not a great Cleveland Browns defense. Jacksonville at home is definitely going to score some points here. And Cleveland, like I said before, they're definitely going to score some points as well. 41.5 is a low total, I think mainly because Glennon is starting. So with the teaser, you knock it down even more by 7, and this game should definitely go over 41.5. Next, we're going with the Chargers and Bills over 45. Along with the Raiders, the Chargers are another team that I love going over with. They have been cashing each and every single week. Love what I've seen this year from Justin Herbert. This guy is going to be really, really good for a long time. And he has a lot of offensive weapons as well. This Chargers team can score against anybody. Yes, Buffalo has a good defense. They're at home. But the Chargers, with their weapons, the way they're playing offensively, they can score against anybody. And especially in the second half, if Buffalo builds up a lead, you know the Chargers are going to be throwing and throwing and throwing like they have been. So I like the Chargers here to score some points. Buffalo, this offense also is hot right now. They had a couple games a few weeks ago where they were kind of struggled a little bit, but they got their mojo back. Scored a bunch of points against Arizona. They're coming off their bye week. They play great at home. I expect another good effort from Josh Allen. Buffalo Bills here at home. I like this game to be a shootout. Next, we are going with the New Orleans Saints -7.5. So this is another spread that's out of whack. So recent news came out. The Denver Broncos don't have a quarterback. I still don't know who's going to be starting for them. But I'm assuming they're going to be running a lot of Wildcats. The New Orleans Saints will probably take it easy on them. This is just craziness. I don't know what the Denver Broncos are going to do. But when it's all said and done, the New Orleans Saints should win this game by double digits. If they don't, it's crazy. I mean, they shouldn't be favored by 14.5 on the road against Denver, but with no quarterback for Denver, I just have to pick the Saints in this matchup to win by 8 points. If they don't, I'll gladly accept the loss. Next, we're going with the Chiefs and Buccaneers over 49.5. So we know the Kansas City Chiefs, best offense in football. This team is going to score against anybody. Again, like I mentioned before, I like taking teams that struggled the week before. And Tampa Bay offensively was definitely one of those teams. Tom Brady, he had some good moments, but he also had some really bad moments. He threw 2 really bad interceptions. I don't even know if a rookie would make those interceptions. They were really bad. So I like this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. We've seen a lot of teams now score a lot of points against Kansas City. We've seen Carolina do it. We've seen Oakland do it twice. It's been done by a lot of different teams. Tampa Bay at home should be no different. All these weapons. Kansas City will just not be able to stop Tampa Bay if Tom Brady comes to play, and I think he will, coming off of a bad game, coming off of a loss. So I like a lot of points in this game. 49.5, I'm going over that. And then last but not least, we're going with the Sunday night game. We have the Green Bay Packers at home against the Chicago Bears. Bears coming off their bye week. They have named Trubisky as the starter, saying Nick Foles is still dealing with the hip issue. In my opinion, it doesn't matter who's quarterbacking for this team. They all suck. Green Bay Packers here coming off of a tough overtime loss against the Colts last week. You know they're going to want to bounce back here at home against a divisional opponent. I see no way the Chicago Bears, maybe they fix some things over the bye week. But again, Trubisky, he hasn't played in quite some time now, coming off of an injury. Again, even when he was healthy earlier in the year, they were winning some games with him. It wasn't pretty, but they had a winning record when they decided to bench Trubisky. But again, on the road, I like Green Bay Packers here at home to win this game by at least a field goal. I'm going to wrap it up for our long shot teaser, 8-team, 7-point teaser. 100 will pay $1,000. We'll see if this one can come in. Again, we didn't have as many games to choose from this week, but I still really like each and every one of these. I could have reduced this to 5, 6, 7, but I do like all 8 of these plays. And then, like I said, I'm going to do a bunch of different variations with 2- and 3-team teasers. I recommend you do the same. Or if you want to throw in the long shot with me, go right ahead. But that is 8 different options for you. And of course, I'm sure you have your own as well that you can throw into the mix. There are some games that I did not even mess with that you can. So it's definitely up to you. But that is this week's long shot teaser. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Before I get into today's free play of the day, I do want to mention my website, JVilleSportsPicks.com. This is where you go to be a part of the village. If you're interested in my plays that I send out each and every day via email, this is where you go. This is the website. This is what it looks like. Again, it's JVilleSportsPicks.com. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see the big blue button to join the village. Hit that button. It will take you to a page which will list all the different packages that are available. See which one suits you the best. Once you sign up, like I said, it's very, very simple. From that day on, you will get picks sent via email directly to your email box each and every day. It will have all of my best plays for college basketball, college football, and the NFL. And then right around the corner next month, we have the NBA. And that is my favorite time of the year, when we have all 4 of those sports going on at the same time. College basketball, the NBA, NFL, and college football. It is the best time of the year, and that's right around the corner. Also, don't forget to use promo code Thanksgiving for a huge discount off any of the packages that are available. I already make the packages super cheap as it is, but this promo code will make it even cheaper. Again, Thanksgiving, all capital letters, one word. It's good until the end of the month, so you still have a couple days left to use it. That's the website. That's how to get there. Also, don't forget about FCustom. I talked about them a few videos ago. They make awesome custom jerseys. You can customize the front, the number. You can have a different number on the back. They have so many different color combinations. Check out the website, FCustom. I'll post a link in the description of this video. Use that link to get the best deals. They always have a sale going on. You can also use promo code JVille, all capital letters, all one word, for an extra discount. It's an awesome website. Again, football jerseys, baseball jerseys, basketball jerseys, so many different color combinations, fully customizable. Check them out, FCustom.com. But again, use the link that I post in the description of this video. I'll also post another link in the comment section, so check them out as well. A perfect time right now as we head into the holidays to get yourself a nice present or someone else a nice gift. A fully customizable jersey. They are awesome, great quality. This is going to be my new one-stop shop for all of my jerseys going forward. So check them out, FCustom. Now let's get to today's free play of the day. It is going to be one of the games I mentioned in the long shot teaser, and that is between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers, and I'm going with the over in this game, over 52. If you look at Buffalo's last 2 games against the Seattle Seahawks, they scored 44 points. That was at home. On the road against Arizona, they scored 32 points. On the season, they're averaging 27 points a game. This is a good Buffalo Bills offense that's trending in the right direction right now, with Josh Allen leading the way. He's really had a good season this year. He's come a long way with his passing. He's always had the arm, but it was more the accuracy that was the issue. On the season, they are averaging 290 yards through the air. And that is the weakness of this Chargers defense, is their secondary. So I think Buffalo is going to have a nice day here at home with their offense. And I already talked a lot about the Chargers already and their offense. Justin Herbert, like I mentioned, he's having a killer season. They're averaging over 400 yards a game. They can score against anybody with all the weapons that they have. Last week against the Jets, they scored 34 points, but they gave up 28 points. If you're giving up 28 points to the Jets at home, how many points do you think Buffalo can score? Buffalo should be able to score a bunch of points here. Again, I've been playing overs with the Chargers all season long. I see no different that this game is going to go over. So I love this one, over 52. And if you're also looking for another angle, I also like the LA Chargers team total over 23.5 as well. Like I said, I definitely think they're going to get their points in this game. Another angle that I'm going to be taking as well. But again, I love the over in this game. That is today's free play of the day. LA Chargers, Buffalo Bills, over 52. So we'll go ahead and root on the over in that game, along with all the other plays we have in our long shot teaser. And that's going to wrap it up from me. I'm going to try to get in some college basketball videos throughout the week. It's just a lot of craziness going on. A lot of games getting postponed and canceled. So we'll see what the schedule holds, but I'm going to try to get in some midweek videos next week. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel so you know when new videos pop up. Give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. But like I said, that's going to wrap it up from me. I hope you guys are having an awesome Thanksgiving weekend. Enjoy the family time. Enjoy the time off if you have it. But good luck with all your plays, whatever you guys do decide to do, and I will see you guys soon. Good luck.